Hi, everyone. This is Leslie Tice, and I am excited today to show you an idea that I have kind of run with because as I work on a lot of my albums and getting them caught up, and as my children are starting to look at them more from an adult standpoint and an adult perspective, one of the things that we had an issue with is that we don't always know what's inside the albums. We may think we know what year it was, but we may not. And so I had this lovely woman come into the studio and talk to me about her trips. And she showed me her title page for her trips. And it was just a beautiful grid where she wrote what she did that day. And the light bulb went on. I thought that's what we need to do for the first page, for our title page, for our albums. And so bear with me and let me just tell you what I'm talking about. So these are supposed to be index pages. My title pages, I don't always like my title pages because sometimes it might be a picture from the middle of the year or the end of the year. Now I really want to focus on what is going on the entire year. And I can just open this album up and I can figure out and I can see what is happening. So let's take a peek. This is what I'm showing you today. This is going to be the title pages for all my albums from now on. I am going to focus on getting these title pages done and then writing either the highlights or everything according to that month. At first, I just was going to write highlights, but the more that I'm doing this, it allows me to put everything that we did so I can go back and just kind of flip and say, nah, wrong year. Oh, yep, that's exactly when that happened. So this is it. This is the title page. And it is such a fun idea to be able to open it up and to know exactly what is happening and what is going on. So let me just share some of the features of this. I'm going to lay out and I'm going to create this grid with you so that you are able to go and start making these on your own. And once you've made them, they're super fast. So don't worry about these. Um, the stickers are part of our collection that is to go through the whole year. So these are from Noteworthy. I've colored them in, they're clear. If you can still get your hands on these, I believe they're still available. Get these now because they fit perfectly in these sections. And then you just take um, your pens, dot tip, whatever you want. Let me see. I'm going to go with this pink in March because that's my birthday month, just in case you didn't know. And if you didn't know, oh my goodness, now you do. So you're just going to color these in now because you're coloring on a sticker sheet. You're going to need to remember that it could smear. All right. So just be careful when you're doing this to know that you can smear. And it really is quite therapeutic to be able to color these in. So these are from the Noteworthy collection. They are the clear stickers for Noteworthy. They're just the perfect, absolutely perfect size. And so I'm gonna finish this later, even though it is really therapeutic. I'll finish it later. But you just color them, let them dry, and then you have that extra little pop of color that you may want on this on your page. So we do have our newest collection is Your Own Way. And with Your Own Way, there are clear stickers also so with this. So if I can find them. So they have clear stickers and then they have a whole collection of fun, colorful stickers. So these would work. These Januaries, the smaller ones would work to put those on there if you'd like the more exciting ones. So there's every single month in here. This is a larger pack. There are 6 strips of stickers in that pack. This is our newest collection, Your Own Way. But we also have the clear stickers. So the clear stickers also have all your months of the year right here. All right, so you're able to go ahead and put those on that sheet. You could do it by seasons. You could do it by special days. So these could really add some fun to this grid and this new index title page that we're going to be working on. All right. These are the ABC 123 die cut letters that we have. And each year you just do a different fun border to be able to put on there. I've allowed an inch on the bottom and I believe 3 inches on top. So we'll go through that. Now, Any piece of cardstock will do. If you use top loading pages, use that really nice thick cardstock that comes in there. This is what our basic grid will start to look like. And these are all our notes. So this is going to be your page that you're going to kind of go with. You will need for this just a single mat. If you have a double mat, just fold it over, and a ruler. So you can use the old time ruler. You can use the zeroing ruler, works better because it has all the markings. And this is our new one. These have little feet on it. And look at this, it's so cool. It goes over this mat, so you can't make a mistake. It doesn't move. So you're really able to use it. Currently out of stock. I do have some in stock, so you can reach out to me if you want one of these. This is a must-have. So put it on your wish list. And make sure that when it comes back into stock, you are ready to grab it and to have that. So this is the new custom cutting system. You're going to find it in that section ruler that goes with it. All right. So the reason that I love it is because I can't make a mistake with this. It's going to be very simple and very easy for me to go ahead and use this to move things up and down and bring things around. So, all right. And then I can just draw my lines right from there. What I also wanted to get is we have this new place and peel tape. It just came out, and so kind of excited about it. Our new packaging is so wonderful. It tells you right there what it is. And they tape this, so it's not going to be super easy. Just thought about this as we were talking. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull this out. So this is the peel and stick tape. And so you can go ahead and use this. I'm going to use this to adhere my paper to my mat. There's other ways you can do it. You can use your repositionable trimmer. You can use the corners. That's how we've done it in the past, but I like our new tape, so I'm going to use that. All right. So you need one sheet of cardstock or one sheet of base paper. Also your cover sheets. If you don't use those to put your photos on, use that for this. It's perfect for it. The only reason I said use something a little bit thicker is because you're going to be taking this in and out of that top loading page often to be able to write on what's happening for the month. All right. So that's the only reason that I'm sharing that with you. You will need a pen of some sort. I'm using the rounded or the bold tip for this, a pencil, and that should be about it. So if you want to go ahead and just pause for a moment and go and get what you need, we will move forward with this. So I'm going to put my paper on here, and I am going to go ahead and just use my new tape to tape on my mat. Don't you just love when new stuff comes in? It's like Christmas. We get Christmas all the time when we're scrapbooking, don't we? It's like, here's my new project. Here's my new stuff. Oh, it's nice and thin. So I'm going to make sure that that is all. Just going to do one up on each and then one on the bottom. All right. Oops. Well, would have been nice had I centered this with my nice tape. All right. That's going there. That's there. Get it all centered. Okay. So much easier when it's taped down. I've done the last few without it being taped down. It's not the easiest thing there. Okay. Here we go. We have a blank slate. We're ready to rock and roll. You have your base paper. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and measure our 3-inch marks. Okay. So your 3 inch is enough for you to go ahead and do a border design, for you to go ahead and play around with punches and doubling up your punches to make it really kind of a fun title page. This is where they're going to look. There's your year. We're all set to go. All right. So let's measure this to start with. We're going to measure 3 inches. So I am going to go ahead and put a mark at 3 here. Slide this over. Look at how beautiful this just slides over. And I'm going to mark it at 3 here. And then we're going to do an inch on the bottom. So we're just going to mark it an inch, slide this back, and then an inch. I know you're wanting it, right? You just want this ruler already because it is super cool. All right. Now we're going to do our lines for this, for the border on the side, and that is 1/8 inch. All right. So if you're doing it, you just have to do an 1/8 inch. Just remember that your 1/8 inch is going to be 3/8 on one or 7/8 on one and then an eighth on the other. So this side does not mark it all the way to the edge. So we're going to do these two first. There's my inch mark right there. So I'm going to go ahead and mark an 1/8 inch right here. That's where I want to start. And then I'm going to flip it. I wish I could have gone to the edge, but they really wanted to give us these markings on the side. Once again, we found our 3-inch line. Let's go here. We've got an 1/8. And we're going to go down to our 1 inch. And we have an 1/8 here. Okay. I'm just drawing that line to just kind of give you an idea where that line is. All right. We could add these lines right away. So I'm going to take my bowl tip end and I'm going to put this on my 1 inch. And where that line is where the 1 inch and the 1/8 will be. 1/8 on the side. So I'm going to take this and just give it enough because it's a little bold, remember. And I'm going to draw this across just to there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top. I'm going to put my lines there. And that's my 3-inch line. I'm going to go across. All right. And then I'm going to draw my 1/8 all the way down just to finish this box off. And I'm not sliding because I used a different pen and it smeared just a little bit. I'm just being a little bit more. I love that every time I get to do this, it's so much fun because I've got all these made and all I have to do is then put them in my book. Woo! Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this on our page. And I'm going to do it so all these little 1/8 marks are up on top because we're going to need that to kind of mark where our next lines are going to go. All right. So what I have done on this sheet, and I have put the numbers with the corresponding numbers on this ruler. All right. So even though it says 2 3/4, it may not be really, it's not 2 3/4 here. That's really 2 1/4, but it says 2 3/4. So I am marking it here where with what it says on the ruler. All right. So don't look at like you're making it 2 3/4 because you're not. It's just 2 1/4. All right. So the first mark is going to be at 2 and it's going to read 2 3/4 right there. This next one is going to be 4 7/8 right here. And I'll put this back up so you have it. Then we're going to 6 1/8 right here. And then 8, easy peasy. And then 9 15/16. So 9 15/16. So that is going to be 15th, 16th. 15th, 16th is going to be somewhere in here. And we do 15, 16, there. Okay, we're gonna do it right there. All right. So let's go back down here. We're gonna do the same thing here. 9, 15, 16. Sorry. Every time I do it, I come up with a different number. 3/4. Okay. So I'm gonna go here and it's gonna be 9 here. And then start on this side now. That one just gives me trouble. So it's coming out as 9 3/4 now. So just 9 3/4, just do it. And then we have 8. And then we have 6 1/8, just like at the top. And 4 7/8. What it reads, not what it truly is. And then 2 3/4. All right. And we have to do this one at the 7-inch line. Okay. So we're doing this. Oh, I think I did it this way. I had it this way. Maybe that's it. Yeah. So here we're going here and we're doing it at 7, at the 7-inch line and 7. All right. So I'm going to start with that one. I'm going to go ahead and draw that middle line all the way over. And that goes from that sturdy line all the way to here. And then we draw our lines going down. And just line them up. And line them up. And down. And then after this, we are going to erase any, oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, did you guys see my mistake? I am not sticking on the line. I've gone over the line. So now I'm going to have to make sure that with this, I am using some kind of a straight border. And I was hoping that I had saved the border for the new whimsical, but I did not. So I will, oh, I did. So when I'm doing this top border, I'm going to go right to this edge because I made a boo-boo and I covered up that. So if I do my whimsical here and I do a whimsical on the top, then I can just put my year somewhere in the middle there. That's it. Now you get to decorate. So I'm going to put this back so you can kind of see the numbers again if you're using these. If you're not going to use this ruler, it's 1 15/16 box. Each box is 1 15/16. Okay. So you can just kind of measure that out if you want. If you have a ruler, you're going to be able to just do 15/16, 1 15/16 all the way across. All right. I was just trying to give you Leslie math, which is super, super easy. Just know the numbers. All right. And then you go ahead and you decorate it. Any kind of borders, mix and match and stack borders on each other. And then for just the bottom is just an accent to pull those eyes down. All right. Go through, write everything that you want to write on here, and just have a blast. Then coloring in all your date, all your months of the years. See, I just can't stop this because it's really kind of fun to be able to do this part. And I don't want to leave anything undone, right? Anybody else like that out there? That it's like it started, let's just finish it. And then go through and watch your family be even more amazed at you than they already are as you've taken the time to help them to know where the memories are. Not just in the book, but that you're helping them to find different things within the book itself, in the album itself. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking time to watch this and to share with me. If you're interested in more and looking through the other products that we have, please go to my website at www.creativememories.com/user/Leslie Tice. And you can go ahead and shop right from there. You can also join and be an advisor. Being an advisor with Creative Memories is one of the most rewarding and exciting things to do. Every time you shop, you earn commission off the products that you shop. There are no minimums. You never have to place another order after you place your first order, and they reward you by placing your first order. They reward you with a $50 product certificate right off the bat, right after joining. So all you need to do is $49, sign up. As soon as you that credit will come to you in your email, then you can use it with your first order. And as you build, there's another product certificate for you waiting when you get to a certain limit if you continue to shop. So you're able to get whatever you want right off the bat with $50 credit to you. You also get this cute little baseball cap and bag for just joining us this first quarter. So I hope that you will take the time and sign up under someone because it just makes more sense. It's like a frequent flyer program. The more you buy, the more you earn. The more commission you get, and you get your commission back right away. You don't have to wait till a certain amount. So I really encourage you to go ahead and join the team and have fun. We have a great team of people, and I love it. We have team meetings. If you want to do it on a business end and bring people together, that would be so rewarding for everyone, for you to be able to reach out and to welcome people to your table to be able to share what you're learning. All right. Thank you so very much for joining. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And once again, if there's anything I can do for you, please just reach out to me. Have a great day.